G'day YouTube. This is basically an update on my system. As you can see, the battery is at full. The volts are down because I'm pretty much using as max load as I can possibly put on it. It's still putting a little bit of amp in. Using 343 watts. Today I doubt if I'll get to $125. It is the end of the year since I reset it, so it's 365 days so far. Low, the highest, that's startup. So I'm just trying to get as much as I can. I'm going to have to start taking one load off of it, because I can do about 19, 20 max, but I can't do 20 for a long time. So I gotta wipe down these batteries again. Yeah, it's a pretty good day today. It's not a lot of wind. The panels over there are getting really dusty. Might have to get up there and give them a wipe down. So I really need to change these charge controllers. I'm thinking of getting a small MPPT, like 15 amp, and this one's like a 10 amp for the string above me that I can connect to with Bluetooth. I'm thinking of getting that, and then I'll just get a bigger one that you can connect to the internet maybe on this one. Or I might stick with the same brand, I'm not too sure. Yeah, everything's working pretty good. So basically, I've got my fish lights, my two pumps. I'm gonna have to take one pump off. Lately I've been disconnecting this pump and the pump off of this tank off at night time, and then I just run lights. Probably getting soon. The tank over here is always on solar. This one I never disconnect. On the other tank, well, lately I haven't been running it on solar at all. Sometimes I play games in the bedroom, because when I use my laptop, well, it basically uses a lot of amps. It's the problem with 12 volts. Sometimes I play games on the couch and table and that, but so that's pretty much how much as everything basically works. Yeah, sometimes, you know, I might run the fan, because that's what I'm using down here and over here. So basically I've got cords going everywhere. I can't help that at the moment. I'm gonna have to completely change my system to actually get some of the, you know, power sockets off the house. Like I said, I want to do an overhaul on this. The other problem that I have with the little one is that when I chuck my laptop on it, especially if I've got my lights going and that sort of stuff, it surges. So then the power will dip, and then I have to come along and then reset it. That's if I plug the laptop in when I've got about 100 and something watts of load on it. Other than that, I haven't had any problems with the cables. They don't seem to get hot. Everything's pretty good. I'm gonna eventually beef up these cables. I mean, the battery place said, you know, that they're fine, you know, but I want to beef it all up. And then put a board up here, and then put this into its own box, and then have another box, and then do away with this, and then have a proper RCD with earth and everything in it. But the worst case comes to worst, I can always put my 1000 water on. There's a lot to do. Yeah, there's definitely a lot to do. It's my system. It's just going to take time. So I know I've had people, well, I had definitely had one person, you know, said a comment about this. But I had another charge controller and that one died, and I only bought this one just to get it up and going. This one I can get the voltage up, I can set it. This one I can't do jack shit. So I wouldn't recommend this. This one's okay, that's a cheap charge controller. But yeah, I definitely want to go for one of those other ones that can equalize batteries and shit like that. I do recommend this brand. It's a really good brand. I haven't had any problems. That's on a temperature probe, which I've got up here. I put down on Bluetooth. I'll tell you what, a good feeling is when you can turn on a switch and know that it doesn't cost you a cent. It's great. Last night I was up really late. Yes, I had the lights going a lot for a long time, and I got down to like 50% on my battery by the morning. I had to use this light out here, and that's 200 and something watts, what it read on my system. So I don't like to use that one. So that's basically everything. If you guys want to know anything, just leave a comment down and I'll get back to you. If you'd like to see anything else or suggest anything, I'm all for it. So I need to take this label off. I really want to get a label off. And yeah, that's about the maximum I get to. It's about 20 amps. 19-20 amps. When I had to reset the battery, because I was cleaning up the terminals and all that shit, yeah, these get reset. So I definitely want to get another one of those wind turbines and put them into series and then put it on a charge controller. So that's in the pipe work at some stage, if I can find another one the same. Or otherwise I can always get rid of it or give it to my dad or something. And maybe get a different sort, maybe 2 bigger ones. That's everything. Alright, YouTube, as you can see, the sun's pretty much gone down, not bringing in anything. So I don't know if to reset this tonight or tomorrow. I might turn it off today. So I made, in the year, 124.60. So, not that great, but I gotta be home to actually use the power. Alright, so I'm using 281 watts. I've saved $2.78. It's been 8 days. I get about 16 amps solar panels on my shed. I'm using, well, it's pretty close to like 16 amps. Got 6 point, probably 30 amps out of the panels just above me. Got no wind today. Nice day today. It's been a couple of days since I've repaired the connectors, but I definitely recommend anyone that does the CM4 connectors to make sure you crimp them and solder them, and then you shouldn't have any problems like I had in the past where I've never bothered to solder them. But if you do come across you're lacking in power, or you know the cables and everything are hot or warm, then you know that you definitely got some problem. There is more content to come, so like it, hate it, subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I'll catch you all on the next one. Thanks and bye.